Craig.
And I'm Justin.
And that's Stanley Bear. And today we're going to talk about solo travel. So recently we went on a cruise with a friend of ours and it was her first ever cruise. So we sat down with her afterwards and we asked her for some advice for first time solo travelers. I've seen some posts on Facebook groups and things like that and Reddit where people are asking, is it okay to travel solo? And I think the answer firstly is yes. So today we're going to give you some tips from a solo traveller. This traveller was a lady traveller, a single traveller. She's not here with us today, so we're giving her impressions and her advice. So we'll start with, as a woman, it's safe. So there's staff and there's cameras everywhere. So I think that's pretty good advice, right?
Yeah.
So
Safety.
she found that she felt safe the entire time.
Yeah.
She found that no matter where she was on the ship, she noticed there were security cameras and she noticed there was staff around if she needed any help.
Yeah.
So I think that was good. Dining on your own is normal. So there's a couple of different dining options. So if you were, for example, to just wake up and get a coffee in the morning, she was an earlier riser than we were because we may have partaken in a wine or two the night before. Excuse us for a moment. But she would get up early. She'd go and grab a coffee in the morning, sit down with a book, and she said she always felt comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
She said the staff always checked in on her, made sure she was doing okay, see if she needed anything. So I thought that was really good.
And she didn't feel so alone knowing that we were on the cruise with her. So she had that I am a solo traveller mentality, but she knew that we were going to be there as well. So there was that confidence knowing that she's got friends on board.
Yeah, I think that made a bit of a difference for her as well.
So I think the whole overall experience was, okay, this was her experiencing cruising for the first time. So in the future, when she does it again and she wants to go on her own,
yeah,
she knows what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing she mentioned in regards to meals was around sharing tables, right? So with the fact that she was on the cruise, this is Sissy, by the way. With the fact that she was on the cruise with us, she had someone to eat evening meals with. We met up with her for breakfast every day. It was only a short cruise. It was a 3-day cruise with P&O before they changed.
No.
You don't play with Stanley Bear. He's a star of the video. But one thing we spoke to her about is that if she were to do a cruise on her own, without us or without anyone else she knew, she did have the option to do a share table at dinner, right? So for those who haven't cruised before, you do have the option to go up to the maitre d' or the person who welcomes you at the main dining room and just ask to share a table. So they'll have like quite a few tables that'll have between 6, 8, maybe 10 people sitting at a table, and you can eat with strangers.
Normally they just say, "Oh, are you happy to share?" And they'll, yeah.
We've had the option too. Every time we've cruised. Not our thing though,
No,
because
it's not for everyone.
it's not. Yeah, it's not. And I think for us, it's not for us because we really enjoy our privacy. Making small talk with strangers for me just somehow turns into tiny talk, and it's just not really.
It's
my
awkward.
thing. Yeah,
It can be weird.
Yeah, I don't mind it if I'm at a bar or something like that, but committing to an hour to sit down and have a 3-course meal, I find that can be a bit much. But for some people, they love it, and that's how they meet new people on a cruise, and that's how they make new friends. So just know that is definitely an option for you. The next one that she talked to us about was that cruising was welcoming. It can be intimidating when you're on your own, but guests and staff are always happy to have a chat.
Yeah.
I think the big thing for me to remember is that everybody's on a holiday, right? So everyone's on their vacation, their holiday, whatever you call it. And people are happy and, they're more than happy to have a chat. So I think that was a really good thing. One thing that she mentioned was that because this particular traveller does suffer from anxiety, so it was good for her to have people who have done this before, who, feel so confident with cruising that they started a YouTube channel.
She had a ball.
But she had a ball, but she was able to watch our videos, have conversations with us, watch other YouTubers, and have an understanding of what to expect.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big thing she mentioned for her as well. So highly recommend, like, you've made this step, you've watched this video. Have a look at our other videos, have a look at other videos on YouTube, just to get an idea of what to expect from cruising.
Yeah.
And I think that will make it a little less intimidating. She also talked about getting involved, and I added a little subtext here to say that cruising isn't a spectator sport. Look, it can be a spectator sport. You can sit back with a
Remember our
book.
first cruise?
Yes, it was very much a spectator sport. But, you know, there's so much going on around the ship the whole time, so you can always find something to do. You can get involved in the games happening in the atrium. You can go and play bingo. You could, you know, sit in the casino if that's your thing.
There's no rules.
There's not.
Do what you want.
There are some rules.
Oh, no, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean. You know what I mean.
No, for sure. But, you know, some of the greatest people we've met on cruises we've met in the casino, we don't gamble, but just walking through the casino, making friends, things like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, getting involved in what's going on around the ship. If you're finding you're a bit lonely, or you're finding that, you know, you want something to do, there's generally always something going on. We've spoken in previous videos about the fact that they give you a daily planner or a daily patter, depending on the cruise line you're on, but there's always something going on. You might find on the app, you might have a paper copy delivered to your room.
Yeah.
Jump on and have a look, and you'll find something there.
Yeah.
Her last piece of advice, and I think this was really good advice, was be friendly and be open to new things. So, you know, if you want to meet new people, if you want to sit at a bar and have a conversation, be friendly, be open to having that conversation.
But I think she found that as well. Cruisers are a particular type of social people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you look at it, they're all going for the same experience, just to do their own thing, chill out. They've probably had stressful months of work.
Yep.
Everyone has that chill vibe, you know?
Basically,
not everybody,
yeah.
but majority of people are relaxed and happy. And it's fun watching lately more of the group T-shirts and dressing up more. You know, getting into the chill, happy vibe of just being silly sometimes and just having fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's good to see. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's good for people who are solo travelers too, because it breaks them out of that, oh, I've got to dress a certain way, I've got to look a certain way. And then I think that sort of is going out the door. And anyway.
No, I totally agree. I think probably the last thing we should mention, and because we haven't done solo travel, it's not something, you know, that we've experienced, but there is an additional charge on most, but not all cruise lines to be a solo traveller. So the majority of cruise lines, especially the ones that service here in Australia, most of their rooms are designed for at least two people.
Yeah.
So if you're a solo traveller, you will pay extra because you're one person taking up that one room. And they're also not making that additional revenue out of you.
Yeah.
So you don't have two people going to specialty dining. You don't have two people buying drinks. You don't have two people booking excursions. So, you know, that is a consideration as well. There are some cruise lines that are catering to the solo market a lot more. So they'll have special cabins that are actually designed for solo travelers.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's something to look at as well, I think, to see when you're deciding which cruise line you want to book. If you're a solo traveler, it might be worth looking to see if any of those cruise lines that do cater to the solo traveler operate in your area as well. But that's what we've got. So that's the video around solo travel. Hopefully that helped. If you've got any other questions, pop them in the comments below and we'll reach out to our friend and see if she's got any feedback there for you as well. But also getting that conversation with other solo travelers might help as well. Another thing that might be worth doing is most cruise itineraries will have a Facebook group. So jumping on to the ship that you're sailing on, searching that on YouTube, and then looking at the events tab, you'll often find there's a Facebook group for that particular cruise. And that might be a way to meet some people before you even get on the ship. There you go. An extra tip there for you. If you liked this video, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us to grow the channel as well. But yeah, anything else you wanted to add?
No, not really.
Until next time, we'll talk to you then.
Bye.